Welcome to T-Wave Media. We have got to talk about what is going on between Chase Stokes and Kelsea Ballerini. Two people I never thought we would be talking about on here, but some weird stuff has gone on in their breakup that has Chase posting saying that he's blocked by Kelsea. Fans are reading into lyrics of her new EP. We're gonna get into everything. Plus, we gotta talk about this Dancing with the Stars, Mormon Wives drama, also Millie Bobby Brown and some drama because people are calling out her husband, Jake. We're gonna get into everything. Hey guys, it's Christy and welcome back to the Weekly Teep. We are just getting straight into this Dancing with the Stars drama because this was crazy, and you guys know I've been watching Dancing with the Stars, I've watched Mormon Wives, we've talked about both shows before, but this week, spoiler alert, if you don't wanna know who went home on Dancing with the Stars, just skip, because I'm about to talk about who went home this week. So, Whitney, she went home, and this was actually really crazy because Whitney has had quite the journey. So on Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, which is the show on Hulu, the reality show that she's on, in season 1, she was definitely the villain, okay? It was not cute. People didn't like her storyline. She just seemed like a mean girl. She was giving mean, okay? That's just how it was. But when Whitney went on Dancing with the Stars, she was actually really good. And I think a lot of people were seeing a different side to Whitney on Dancing with the Stars that actually made them like Whitney, root for Whitney. And I do think that after season 2, people did understand her husband better, and they were willing to look at their relationship and, really appreciate that she stayed with him through their hard times. So things were looking up for Whitney. Okay, but then she ended up being so good on Dancing with the Stars that it kind of made people go against her because they were like, she has a dance background. This is really unfair that she's on Dancing with the Stars. And they felt like Mark only came back to be her partner because he knew he was going to win. So they were just like, we need to put their egos on ice, essentially. They started to get a lot of hate online. And then the new season of Secret Lives of Mormon Wives came out. And, well, Whitney admitted that she only agreed to be on the reality show again and come back and be with the Mom Talk girlies because she wanted to be on Dancing with the Stars. I mean, part of the season was them casting people from Mormon Wives to be on Dancing with the Stars. They all auditioned basically to be on the show, and Whitney and Jen were the ones that were picked. And Jen also didn't really love it. They were like, oh, Whitney only came back because she wants to be on Dancing with the Stars. I just found out if I can act to film, then I can audition for Dancing with the Stars. I heard from my team Dancing with the Stars was going to cast someone from the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, and that's a motivator. I'll come down for that. And in turn, that's kind of what got her sent home on Dancing with the Stars this week because people didn't like that she was so straightforward about only wanting to do the show in order to be on Dancing with the Stars, which, I mean, I didn't really like Whitney in season 1 of Mormon Wives, but I will say, in her being honest about wanting to do Dancing with the Stars, the other moms can't act like they're doing the show because they all love each other and they want to be in Mom Talk and all that. You guys are definitely doing the reality show to pay your bills, to get bigger opportunities, like being on Dancing with the Stars, like doing The Bachelorette. So for them to kind of call Whitney out and say, oh, she's not here for friendship, she only wants opportunities. It's like, well, you all do, But she went home. She did not make it to the finals. I also did see some rumors, though, that some people were saying that she went home as punishment for cussing because she said something about, I effing love this show. And then she got voted out that same night. So some people were thinking that was suspicious and thinking maybe she only got voted out because of that. Anyway, Whitney took to social media this week to talk about her Dancing with the Stars experience. She was actually pretty emotional talking about the whole thing.
I'm just gonna speak from the heart.
It's so important to surround yourself with people who believe in you, who want to see you achieve your delusional dreams. As cheesy as that sounds, look, this is going to be the hardest part. Holy Mark is that friend to me. I will forever be so grateful for that friendship. Of course, I loved performing on that stage. I loved wearing the costumes and dancing and expressing myself. Like, I loved every bit of it. But the one thing that I loved the most that I wasn't expecting was getting a lifelong friend. Now it really comes down to who I think is going to win this season, and I'm really not sure. I think I'm putting my money on Robert. I do think that he's like America's little sweetheart. I would love to see Alex Irwin because I do think that she has done really well and she's really impressed me on the show. I wasn't that obsessed with her content before, but I will say Dancing with the Stars did make me really like her. I respect her hustle. She's really taking Dancing with the Stars seriously, and it would be cool to see her win, but I think it's going to Robert. Now, I will say, on the topic of Mormon wives, they announced who was going to be hosting the reunion, and it wasn't Nick Viall. Last time they did a reunion, Nick hosted it, and Hulu got a lot of backlash for this, and the network listened. The reunion is set for December 4th, and they announced that Stassi Schroeder is going to host this time around. Last time Nick came in with strong opinions, and he came across as aggressive, especially towards Whitney at some points, and so fans did not want him to host this time around. People commented and said Stassi Schroeder is the choice of the year for this, and Secret Lives on Hulu responded, "We listened." They said not only did they get rid of Nick, but they picked Stassi Schroeder as the host. That's Mother OMG. Just want to personally thank Hulu for not bringing Nick Viall back or bringing Andy Dorfman in general. Shout out to you. So I'm pretty interested to see how Stacey does, given that everyone is just hyping this up now that Nick is not involved. Now, as for what is going on with Millie Bobby Brown, we've got to get into how people are ripping into her husband, Jake Bon Jovi. So the paparazzi has taken photos of Millie and Jake out with their baby. And Millie is carrying everything. And people have just been coming at Jake, assuming that he's not helpful with the baby at all based on these pictures. People said she's carrying everything, including the baby, and he's barely got anything. Men are useless. And then there's another clip of her where she is holding stuff, Jake is holding nothing, and then Noah is behind them carrying the baby bag. And everyone's so everyone is helpful except for Jake. People were hella reading into the situation. And then she posted an Instagram dump that everyone was this is not helping his case at all, because she's pushing the baby stroller and he's seen in this giant baby bouncer, and someone said, "She's not helping the man with those allegations, I'm crying." And someone replied to that saying, "He is definitely not coming out of this. I've never seen him trying to help as a man." And we don't know the situation, maybe she's let me just do it.